Welcome to Style, the most easy control in the world. With this movie, I want to give you a global explanation of the Style milling program. The Style milling program is a CNC program for milling machines. It is a drawing program, so you can make a drawing and you can send the drawing directly to the machine. If you want a more detailed explanation about the Style milling program or one of its functions, please look at one of the other movies. How does it work? What does it look like? At the left side you can see the drawing screen. On the drawing screen you see your material, you can see your processes, your operations, your zero position and your tool change position. Also on the drawing screen you can see at any time all the processes you have made. So you have a complete overview of the drawing that you want to make and send to the machine. At the left side of the screen you have the menu and all the functions. With this menu and all the functions you can make a drawing and you can set up your machine. The first menu is New. Here you can define a new workpiece, you can open workpieces, you have a history, you can save workpieces, you can join them together, you can convert them to G-codes, and of course you can exit the program. Okay, the first step always is make a new workpiece. After you have made a new workpiece, you automatically go to Process. Here you can select what you want to do with the material. You can select milling operations and drilling operations. In the drilling operations you have drilling, centering, boring, tapping, etc. After you have selected a milling operation or drilling operation, you go to Tools, and in the Tools menu you can define your tools or select a tool. You can change the properties of a tool. You can define the tool changer. You can set up the tool changer. After you have selected your tool, you go to Draw. With Draw you can draw all the milling and drilling operations into the workpiece. You can have facing, threading, slots, circular pockets, rectangular pockets. You can draw milling contours with lines, arcs, tangential arcs. You have radius compensation, of course. All these options will be explained in more detail in other movies. So if you want to know more, please select one of the other movies. And at any time during the drawing you can edit your drawing. So you can select elements, you can change your mouse mode, you can change the parameters, you can change the direction of the contours, you can create pockets, you can create islands, you can rotate, you can copy. You can ask for information about the workpiece, about the elements. You can change your starting material. You can enter workpiece documentation. And of course you can always go steps back. The next menu is View. In this menu you can zoom in and zoom out on your workpiece. You can set start markers, end markers, direction markers. You can move the workpiece over the screen and you can change your grid. When you are ready drawing the workpiece, you go to Output. In Output you can set up your machine, but before you do that you go to Simulation to have a 3D simulation of all the operations that the machine will do with this specific drawing. You can set here your tool position, you can do manual control, you can center, you can set up your safety distances, you can set the sequence of the tools, the automatic tool change. You have an origin manager, you can do repeated output, and you have your reference positions here. The next menu is Options, and in Options you can set the origin of the workpiece, you can put it on another place, you can set the default settings of the machine and of the drawing. You can set the general settings or change the general settings. You can set the general sequence and you can change the language. The last menu is help. Here you have your help functions, you have the additional support, and you have information about the software. So far the global explanation of the style milling program. If you want to know more about the style milling program or get a better explanation of one of the functions, please go to one of the other movies.